No matter what, folks always have opinions. Welcome to the wild world of celebrity drama, where Claressa Shields is making sure everyone knows exactly where she stands. She's done watching quietly from the sidelines. Now she's right in the thick of it, and trust me, she's ready for whatever unfolds next. If you've been keeping up, you know Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship is unraveling fast. Once admired as the ultimate power couple, things have definitely taken a sharp turn. Claressa isn't messing around, and her connection with Papoose is turning up the heat even more. Rumors flew that Remy had been unfaithful, and Papoose, the devoted husband, made it clear he wouldn't play along with any games. Just when it seemed like he was moving forward, Remy decided to stir the pot with subtle digs, even joking about who's better in the kitchen. Who cooks better, me, Papoose, or he can't even boil water? Claressa didn't let it slide. She clapped back, showing she won't accept disrespect. Fans immediately picked sides, some blaming Remy, others feeling Papoose is moving too fast. For years, they were considered the perfect example of love that lasts forever. But that story is officially ended. Claressa isn't intimidated by Remy and won't let her rudeness go unchecked. People remember how Papoose supported Remy during her 6 years behind bars, raising their daughter, and even marrying her while she was incarcerated, a commitment most wouldn't make for even 6 months. The first real warning that something was off, Remy didn't even wish him a happy Father's Day, a tiny gesture, but it spoke volumes. Papoose made it public that their marriage was over by posting a family photo without her in it. Actions louder than words, right? Many fans feel Remy took him for granted, assuming he'd always be there, and now that he's moving on, she's playing the victim. The tension spiked when Remy leaked private messages between Papoose and Claressa, trying to make him look bad. Instead, she just came off bitter and desperate. Claressa fired back, accusing Remy of multiple instances of cheating, making it clear the victim card doesn't fit here. Normally private, Papoose decided enough was enough and spoke out, revealing he'd been asking for a divorce for a long time, but Remy refused to sign. He didn't hold back, calling her a narcissist who had been unfaithful multiple times and stating he's done. Fans were shocked. Papoose is usually quiet, so this public airing caught attention. Rumors about Remy getting close to battle rapper Easy, the block captain, last year also clarified the timeline, showing why Papoose likely sought a divorce. What's winning fans over is Papoose's patience, loyalty, and respect throughout it all. He supported Remy, raised her daughter, and stayed quiet through the gossip, until now, when staying silent wasn't an option. Now that he's speaking, it's obvious Papoose has had enough. Remy's victim act isn't working, and fans are rooting for him as he sets the record straight. People are frustrated because they've seen how Remy tried to make him look bad, even while preaching loyalty and honesty. Now it's clear she hasn't lived up to her own advice. Papoose, known for integrity, has been transparent, while Remy hasn't offered any clear statement or proof to counter his claims. She keeps acting like the victim, which is only making her case weaker. If she had evidence of any wrongdoing on his part, it would be out by now, but it's not. Her attempts to control the narrative are failing, and the public isn't buying it. Meanwhile, their daughter's been stuck in the middle of all this chaos. Papoose initially wanted to keep things private for Remy's sake, hoping they could handle the drama behind closed doors. But girl, Remy pushed him into going public, and now everyone can see their personal issues on full display. This could have been avoided if she had handled things like an adult instead of insisting on playing the victim. The online conversation has flipped from Papoose's dating life to why Remy is still clinging to someone she claims isn't right for her. If she really thinks he's the bad guy, why is she refusing to sign the divorce papers? Many fans see this as her dodging the consequences of her own actions. Meanwhile, Papoose has clearly moved on, and supporters are praising his patience, resilience, and even calling this his freedom era. Finally, he's living life outside a toxic situation. Remy's reputation is taking a hit fast. Once hailed for strength and independence, she's now criticized for failing to take responsibility. Her past statements about loyalty are coming back to bite her, and even her remaining supporters are struggling to defend her moves. The longer she avoids facing the truth, the worse it looks. Adding gas to the fire, battle rapper Easy, the block captain, recently spilled details that made things messier. He claimed Papoose had been aware of suspicious behavior long before it went public. According to him, Papoose even monitored Remy's conversations and put recording devices in her car to gather evidence. Some fans applauded him for collecting proof before making claims, but others called it extreme, saying that if trust was that broken, the relationship was already doomed. Either way, Papoose was clearly planning his next steps carefully. Fans noticed he had always preached loyalty while Remy failed to reciprocate when it mattered. This revelation changed public perception, painting Remy not as independent and strong, but as someone who took her husband's devotion for granted. Meanwhile, questions linger about Easy's role. Was he just a witness or more involved than he admitted? His decision to speak out drew attention. Some say it was to clear his name, others think he was chasing the spotlight amid one of hip-hop's biggest scandals. Remy, however, was the only one still holding on to a Papoose who had already moved on mentally and emotionally. Maybe she didn't fully understand the pain she caused, or maybe she thought love would cover the betrayal. But one thing's clear, Papoose has made his decision, and when he commits, there's no turning back. Fans are watching every move, every message, every interview, analyzing the fallout. Once seen as one of hip-hop's strongest love stories, Papoose and Remy's saga is now a cautionary tale about loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of taking love for granted. Papoose, Remy Ma, and Claressa Shields, this isn't just a breakup. It's a full-blown saga of loyalty, betrayal, and heartbreak that has divided fans. Papoose, once celebrated as the ultimate loyal husband, is now facing the harsh reality of a relationship he gave everything to. Remy is grappling with the consequences of her choices, while Claressa has stepped into the spotlight, turning up the heat even more. But whose side are you on? Was Papoose right to finally speak after years of silence, or does Remy deserve a chance to tell her side? And Claressa, was she justified in calling out dishonesty and standing her ground? This story has it all: love, betrayal, and the messy aftermath of a high-profile breakup. As new details drop, one thing is clear: fans can't get enough of this drama. If you're following this intense saga, don't miss a single update. Subscribe, like, and comment below with your thoughts. Is Papoose and Remy's love story truly over, or is there still a chance for reconciliation? Stay tuned for behind-the-scenes details, juicy updates, and everything unfolding in hip-hop's most talked-about love triangle. Celebrity relationships always bring drama, but few have captivated the public like Papoose, Remy Ma, and Claressa Shields. What started as whispers and rumors has exploded into a public spectacle, with every move dissected by fans, media, and social media users alike. At the center of it all is Claressa Shields, the pro boxer whose name now represents honesty, confrontation, and taking a stand in a feud that has divided the hip-hop world. For years, Papoose and Remy Ma were hailed as one of hip-hop's power couples. Their love story, surviving Remy's incarceration, was once celebrated as the ultimate example of loyalty, patience, and unwavering commitment. Fans admired how Papoose had her back during her toughest years, raising their daughter, holding the family together, and even marrying her while she was still behind bars. Many saw their bond as a blueprint for dedication, a relationship built to withstand time and trials. But as time went on, cracks started to appear. Rumors of cheating and discontent began to surface, though initially dismissed as standard celebrity gossip. Behind closed doors, tensions were rising. Papoose, known for his calm demeanor and private nature, reportedly grew frustrated with repeated dishonesty and disrespect. Remy, on the other hand, was accused of undermining his loyalty and trying to shape public perception by painting herself as the victim. This tension set the stage for what would become one of hip-hop's most talked-about love triangles. The first signs that things were seriously off came when Papoose started hinting at moving on. Social media posts, subtle comments, and leaked private messages suggested Remy was struggling to accept the end of their marriage. Fans noticed missing gestures of affection, like holiday wishes and family photos featuring both parents, once hallmarks of their relationship. It became clear something deeper was happening, something that could no longer stay private. Enter Claressa Shields. Unlike Papoose and Remy, Claressa isn't a musician or tied to the entertainment industry, but she's known for strength, integrity, and fearlessness. When she publicly confronted Remy about the situation, the internet exploded. Clips of their interaction went viral, with fans dissecting every word, gesture, and expression. Claressa didn't sugarcoat anything. She had a purpose and made it crystal clear that dishonesty wouldn't be tolerated. In her confrontation, she addressed the rumors head-on, calling out cheating, manipulation, and attempts to rewrite the story of Papoose's loyalty. The message was simple, but powerful. Claressa highlighted inconsistencies in Remy's statements, showing how repeated victim claims clashed with evidence of dishonesty and deception. Her approach was direct, methodical, and left viewers stunned at the transparency on display. Social media reacted instantly and was divided. Many praised Claressa for bravery and for supporting Papoose's side, stressing the importance of standing up for honesty, especially when someone has devoted years to a relationship built on trust. Fans pointed out Papoose's loyalty and patience, which were seemingly taken for granted. Claressa's intervention was viewed as a necessary wake-up call, proving that no one should tolerate manipulation or being undervalued. Others defended Remy, claiming the public narrative was skewed, and her perspective deserved attention. They argued that personal dynamics and behind-the-scenes factors were overlooked in favor of sensationalism. While that resonated with some, the majority sided with Papoose and Claressa, seeing their actions as a justified response to ongoing deception. As more details emerged, the situation appeared far more complex than a simple love triangle. Leaked texts, private messages, and social posts revealed the depth of tension. Papoose, usually reserved in private, had reached his breaking point. He publicly stated that he had tried to handle matters quietly, but continued obstruction and misrepresentation left him no choice. Speaking out was both a defense of his integrity and a signal that he was ready to move forward. Remy's reaction only added fuel. Rather than addressing allegations or providing evidence to refute them, she continued portraying herself as the aggrieved party. Fans quickly noticed this approach backfired. Avoiding accountability only shifted attention to Papoose's side and Claressa's confrontation, both highlighting Remy's lack of transparency. Public perception of Remy shifted from strong, independent woman to someone who took her husband's loyalty for granted and now struggled with consequences. Claressa Shields intensified scrutiny. Not only did she hold Remy accountable, but she showed that dishonesty has limits. Her presence transformed the narrative, turning speculation into a public reckoning. The confrontation emphasized that loyalty and honesty are non-negotiable, and those who breach trust must face repercussions. The footage went viral, with millions witnessing the confrontation, sparking countless online debates. Adding intrigue, third parties also played a role. Rumors swirled about individuals connected to Remy and Papoose, including battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. Insider statements suggested Papoose had known about certain behaviors long before the public and had acted to confirm his suspicions. The revelation that he may have monitored communications added another twist. Some condemned these actions as extreme, while others praised him for gathering proof before making accusations.